Hey everybody, Dirk here, GC Blues 45. I'm sorry for no video of late, but um, we're in the Four Nations break, and I do want to say this: congratulations to the USA for clinching a spot in the championship. Thank you. One more game to go, and we'll find out who's in that championship game. But folks, I'm going to be doing a DTV, and folks, what a DTV is, it's my personal vlog. Um, and I haven't done one of these in a while. And sometimes I'll do a rant. Sometimes I will show off my jerseys. Well, this time around, this is a memory slash experience of mine. That's another thing about DTV. And today, I want to rant about this. I know what you guys are saying. What's this? And if some of you guys who know me, by the way, I got two of these. This one was on my last audition. I'll explain that in a minute. This one was from round two, and this one's a little more beat up. That's the same number. Now, folks, it was 2024. I mean, 2004. It was the finale of American Idol season 3, and they announced where they're coming for season 4 tryouts. Well, St. Louis was going to be one of those cities. Now, folks, I want you to know something also. I live outside on the outskirts of St. Louis. Okay? Sorry, I'm fixing the laptop to get the camera right. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. So, and see, now, folks, once again, like I said, I live on the outskirts of St. Louis. I live in Illinois, but I'm just 6 miles from St. Louis. A quick hop, skip, and a jump, really, to downtown St. Louis. You can basically see the Gateway Arch from Granite City. There's spots all around the city. You can see the fabulous Gateway Arch here in my city. And I used to work in St. Louis too. My first job in St. Louis was at the Edward Jones Dome, aka the Trans World Dome, aka Trans World Airlines Dome, now known as the Dome at America Center. I used to work there. I did it for 17 years. Then I also worked at Busch Stadium in the team store in the retail department. Now I work at then I worked at McDonald's and Hardee's. No, sorry, McDonald's, then Jack in the Box, now Hardee's, and I also bell rang for the Salvation Army. Very good. But at the time, I was only working at the Edward Jones Dome, the sports service. And I was getting ready for my 5th season. And they said, hey, St. Louis, get ready because we're coming up. We were the second city. Cleveland was first, followed by us, and then 5 other cities. I forgot the other 5. Well, yours truly tried out. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Me, yours truly, GC Blues 45 here on YouTube. Tried out for American Idol. Yeah, I did. I I tried out. I literally tried out. Now, I want to tell you something. I had a blast trying out. I loved it. I loved going. I loved the experience. So, now, originally, I I had two pretty good songs I knew pretty well. One was Ricky Martin, "She's All I Ever Had," and David Hasselhoff's "Colonel Love." And there were a few other songs I had, but I chose them too. Now, folks, a lot of people think, "Oh, you're going to see the judges right away." Yep. I hate to say this, you're not going to see the judges right away. Of course, when you watch the show, you don't see them take through the process. You see them at the final round of the city. First off, when you go in, you got to register. And when I registered, I got in. And for me, um, the day before the tryouts, I actually went up there to check out the competition and stuff. The number you see here on this slip was the same number I had on my band, my wristband. This was my number, and I couldn't cut off that wristband. Even if I took a bath or shower, that wristband is on me permanently. I cannot take it off. If I cut it off, I come back and I show a cut off wristband, they won't let me in. Also, I got my release forms. I let my mom help me out. See, also at the time my mom was around too. So I let her look good over, and she helped me out. They did with my dad, and I signed it right then and there. When I turned it in, I'm now under contract for a while. So when I first went up, I was with two other girls. I was in the middle. The two girls were on the side of me. We were all going to get cut originally. But the producer that I had said she wanted to talk to me more. So, but I'm not out of the woods, folks. Yours truly is not out of the woods. And after she talked to me more, she asked me the question. And that was, what makes me think I'm the next American Idol? And I told her I put 100% of everything I do. I got confidence in myself. And ever since I was in 7th grade, I wanted to be a singer because I write my own songs. And she goes, "You write your own songs?" I go, "Yes, I do." Do you have any? I have a notebook at home. Um, I'm willing to bring and let you guys see it. She goes, "Yeah, well, we'd like to see that." And sure enough, she moved me on. But she said I gotta open up my mouth more. So I got moved on. I moved on to the next round. I got a small sticker with my wristband number on it, and I went on. And that's when I officially got the official contract. And after reading it over, best of my knowledge, believe it or not, I signed it, did it all, and I was of age. I was at the time I was actually 24. I was going to be 25 in September. Yeah, I was 24 years old, folks. Yeah, can you believe it? My birthday hasn't showed up yet, but they always check your birthday when you show them your ID. See, when you go try it and you show them your ID, they look at your birthday and there's a cutoff date. Every city has a cutoff date. I was way, I was not even close to it because that year, that's when he rose the age limit. 15 to 28. Originally it was 15 to 24. Now, would I still been in the age range if I did it and they didn't raise the age limit? Probably. There's still a possibility. I would have still been on the show if I was still within the age limit. I probably just barely qualified. So, um, now I got the official contract, and now I'm going to the next round where I meet Nigel and Ken. Now, Nigel and Ken are the executives, they're the big bosses. This is now where I make or break my moment. Because this is now the part where I'm one round away from meeting the judges. So we all got a small sticker with our number on it, once again. And we were waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Well, then the process was going along. So, and they had the dome for a certain amount of time. So they decided to speed things up a little bit. First, we go see Ken. If we get a yes from Ken, we go see Nigel. If we get a yes from Nigel, we're on our way to see the judges. If we get a no from Ken, we don't get to see Nigel. But if we get a yes from Ken, but a no from Nigel, I'm sorry. We don't move on. But after we got a yes from Ken, that's when we got our first sticker. And that's this one. The beat up one. My beat up sticker. Yep. It's kind of interesting. I also got palindrome. Can you believe it? If you read this backwards, it's the same number. That's what a palindrome is. And also, that's also when I goof too, folks. Yep, yours truly did a little goofaroo. And what did I do? I flip flopped my songs. Instead of doing She's All I've Ever Had, I did Current Love by David Hasselhoff. I think that was the worst mistake I made. But they went with it. And now, when I was with Nigel, he told me, "Do you know Proud?" I go, "Proud Mary?" Big. Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, by Tina Turner, of course. It's a St. Louis classic. You know, literally, it's one of the biggest songs in this area. It's Tina Turner made it more famous. You know, it was Clearwater Revival was first to do the song, and then Tina Turner, with her husband Ike, made it more famous. So that's why. So I did a little bar of it, and let me tell you something. Being with Ken, I'm recorded on TV, and you know what the funny thing is? A lot of people chose that song. Yeah, a lot of people chose that song. It's ridiculous why people chose that one particular song, but they did. But what can I do? I'm just a regular person. So, yeah. So, um, this time around, so my day comes, I have the second day. So if I haven't called off work yet, I still got another day to call. But also, there was another problem, folks. My voice at the time. See, the first day, I was yelling so much, I went hoarse. I'm like, dude, bring me Simon Cowell's head on the platter right now. I want it right here, right now. Every time the camera came around, I'm like, dude, bring me Simon Cowell's head right now. Bring it to me. and but as days went by, especially we had a little break going into the final round. I could rest my voice, which I did, but also I still had to talk. So, uh, so now as we were getting ready for the third round, Cleveland had their day with the judges. Ours was the following week, and they also went to the next city. And that's also when, um, now also I met Adam the second day. That second day, see, we had auditions on a Monday, on a Saturday basically. Sunday was the next day. No, Sunday was our day of audition, our first audition. Sunday was the first day. Then we went. Monday was the next day, and that's where I met Adam. That's how I met him. That's how I met Adam. And then um, that Thursday and Friday was we meet Randy Sam and Paul. I mean, no, I'm wrong. So we had a day off Tuesday, and we had a day off Tuesday, and then ours were that Wednesday and Friday. I mean, that Wednesday and Thursday of August. Now, also that Thursday in August was the Rams preseason game against the Bears. You know what I could have done after I got done with my tryout? I could have gone to work, have my uniform with me, get to work, change, and get to work. But I didn't. I already called off. You know how kind of bad it would be if I walked in and they're like, Dirk, what are you doing here? You already called off. I'm like, yeah, but my audition was done. So I decided to come in and work anyway. Look at me, right? But I didn't do that. I went home, watched the game. I was back for the following um, preseason game. And by the way, that day, also when I went to the focus room, that's when I got this one. Took out the small one, got this one. And then I did my post interview after getting rejected. Even though I did make it to Hollywood, I still had to do a post interview. And same thing after I made it to the judges round, I did a post. And yours truly did something stupid once again. Now I don't want to say it, but I told him my technical nickname, and I really don't like to be called it. And there was only one person I let me call it still, and she's no longer around. So therefore, no one's allowed to call me it. And I'm not gonna say what it is. I'll let you guys figure it out. But it's a little kid's nickname, and my dad gave it to me, so that should help you out. So, um, overall, things went great. I had a great time. Do I regret trying out for I don't know. But let me finish it up, okay? So as the season goes on, I call in to make my votes. And by the way, I also bumped into Carrie Underwood that Monday. Yeah, I bumped into Carrie. And she was on her way to the restroom. I was on my way back, and we crossed paths. We did a few jukes, and I'm like, Dirk, Carrie. And we shook hands. I let her go. And she let me. And, to this day, I still kick myself for not asking her out. Literally, I still do. But Mike Fisher, he's a great guy. He used to be a hockey player. He's a good husband, and I I'm just a fan. I'm a loyal fan of Carrie. I love her. I think she's a great artist, and I'm kind of glad that she's a judge now too, taking over for Carrie Perry. So let me get back. So as the season goes on, like I said, I keep voting. I'm voting for who I want. I keep voting for Carrie and Bo and a few others. And then it's 2 weeks before the finale. No, it's 3 weeks before the finale. 3 weeks before the finale. Basically, we're at the final four. Okay. And at the time, I'm getting ready for my football pool. I did a football pool. First off, there was no laws being broken or anything. Um, it was free to play. That was one thing. You got to be good at guessing, and you had to have a better record versus me. That was it. So how did I do? So as I was saying, I was getting everything ready, and the main phone rang. Okay, someone's calling, and my mom answers it. Of course, my mom was off that day, and I was off too. But I was getting everything ready, and my mom goes, "Hello, yeah, just one moment, man, is calling." And she goes, okay, just one moment. And I like, she's like, my mom goes in and goes, hey, Boog, Pat from American Idol. I'm like, oh. I'm like, hey, Mr. Pat. He goes, hi, is this Dirk, D. Dirk from American Idol? I go, hey, Pat, what's up? I was on a lot. Um, have you been watching? I go, well, yeah, I've been watching. I've been calling in, voting every week. He goes, that's cool. Would you like to come to the finale? We'd like to know if you'd like to come out to the finale. Right when he said that, my eyes went like this. Oh, well, I'm like, you betcha. So they flew me out on their dime. It was on them. The trip was on them. The only thing I was responsible for is if I destroyed the room, raided the minibar, or made phone calls. Well, yours truly had a phone bill. Yeah, I had a $90 phone bill. Now, my mom and dad, they gave me $200 on anything I want, I can get. Plus, I had some disposable cameras. And took my camera with me, too. Excuse me. Take my evening medicine. That, yeah, I had to take my evening medicine, by the way. But let me finish up. So, they gave me $150 to spend on anything I want. Also, so I had some spending money. A great hotel room at the Roosevelt Hotel. Yeah, I was staying at the Roosevelt Hotel. I actually still think I got my room key in here somewhere. Around here somewhere. Oh, here's actually my. Let's see, which one's this? Oh, here's my return trip back home. Kind of a little hard to see, but this was my return trip home. I was on 768. Left at 3:10. LA time. Here in St. Louis, or here, over here, it was 5:10. So at 5 o'clock my time, I left LA. My cousin Liz was waiting for me. And when I got to Lambert, Liz was waiting for me, my cousin. She took me home. We got stopped by a few people. I gave them some confetti. I took some confetti that was coming down. I had to carry one. And thing of David Hasselhoff. David Hasselhoff gave me some. Oh, you want to know how the finale was, right? It was great. I loved it. I really enjoyed it. I also had tickets to be at the finale. You know what? I'll be right back. I got something to show you. Found it. Okay. See, this was when it was at the time called the Kodak. Now it's called the Adobe. This one was my seat. Originally my seat. This one was my guest. Free ticket, by the way. And I got a few of these. This one personally signed in. You know who this is? Yeah, I met the man in person. I didn't know he was around, but I saw his wife. She recognized me right away. Pamela Ba. She recognized me right away. And so before we got into the big segment, I'm like, "What's your name again?" She goes, "Ba." And I'm like, "Well, your little name tag says Hasselhoff." And I was just wondering. She's like, "Uh oh, he knows." Now these pictures that I have here, these were taken by Lisa. This Ba and Dave. Yeah, I met the man in person. This was after I met him, and that's with and this one and this one. This was after Carrie was announced winner, and the confetti's flying. That's why you see it. And that's Adam in the middle with me, and also that's my shorter haircut, by the way. And then me and Dave see, and of course me and him switch seats. He wanted to be next to his wife and family, so we switched seats. Kind of. And then he also sent me this. So yeah, um, it was kind of great. I had a great time. It was great. Being Dave Hasselhoff was great. And Dave, if you see this video, and I'll I'll get to it later. But it was great, and I had fun. Being in California was kind of neat. I finally also got a chance to be in the Roosevelt Hotel pool. It was not bad, not bad. Also, the day of the American Idol finale, it was the season premiere of Entourage, the HBO show that became a movie. Well, they had their premiere party at the Roosevelt Hotel pool. It was kind of neat to watch that happen. The show's Entourage, and the season, the series, the new season, they're celebrating the new season. They had the premiere party at the pool. It's kind of neat. I liked it. And by the way, I did watch Entourage at times. I missed that show. That was a good show. So overall, it was a good experience. And a lot of people keep asking me, when am I going back? When am I going back? And the thing is, I'm never going back to Idol. I can't go back to Idol. I'm too old now. 45 years old, and I'm too old. The age limit is now 15 to 28. I can't try out no more. I can do talent, but I want them to come here. I don't want to go to them. I want them to come to me, and I can earn my trip. But I can't do it. It's kind of hard to try to get your dream come true when you have um, they want you to come to them instead of them coming to you. They want you to go to them. I wish they can travel again. It'd be great if they did because it'd be a good way for someone like me to actually go try out. That's pretty much my only hope I got left is doing talent. And but with how COVID was and stuff, I really don't see the show coming back. traveling around the U.S. I think it's ridiculous. Okay, let's get some shout outs. First off, to some of my friends. One of my friends I want to send a shout out to. I know I sent a shout out to her a lot. And this is one of my good friends. I went to school with her, and she's a great actress. Amy Holland Pinnell. Hey, girl, love ya, miss ya. Glad you're doing great. I haven't seen you in the longest. If you do get a chance to see this video, message me. Message me, girl, please. My next shout out I want to send out to my next friend. Shout out I want to send out to is to Dustin Campbell. Yo, DC. Hey, you're doing good as a cop, man. You surprised me, and the boys are looking great. Seeing them grow up. It's amazing, man. Congratulations to you. And hey, Julia. Hey, Jules. Was AD too. And as for my celebrity shout outs, first off to David Hasselhoff. Hey, Dave. I want to say hey to ya. And Dave, if you see this video, message me. Get a hold of me on Facebook or on X or and stuff because I got something to ask you, man. Literally, I got something to ask you, and I need some stuff. I need to get a hold of you, man. I've been trying to get a hold of you, and it's kind of hard. Um, and the final celebrity shout out I want to send out to is to Alexis Gobb and all the models of The Price is Right. I want to say hi to you, ladies. Um, so Alexis Gobb, Rachel Reynolds, Amber Lancaster, um, Manuel Amalaz, George O'Halloran, and Gavin Goda. I knew I was going to get all six of you, so I don't say hey Diaz. Um, keep up the good work, you guys. If it wasn't for you six, the show won't be a success, really, and stuff. You guys are basically on the show. Let's just say that. And that's it, folks. I love you guys a lot. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you guys got any questions, please ask them. I will answer your questions as best I can. If you want to know about, got any questions about my numbers, my idol numbers, or the photos, or whatever, please ask them. I will answer your questions. Thank you very much for tuning in. As always, folks, please stay safe. Take care. Remember the Lord's watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Until then, peace.